Dude, shepherd's pie is like the best. If you make it right with some corn, hot sauce. Ooh, boy. I probably should have looked at the fucking breakdown. I'm thinking make left less sensitive. Wait, I just made it more sensitive. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then make up more sensitive, which is this one. Okay. Oh, it's starting to get delayed again. Hold on. I restart the server. Yeah, I'm thinking that the like the resistors that I used are not the right ones. I should probably use like a lower resistor so it's not as going up as high. It's that Velcro, man. It makes them super sensitive. Like I'm barely pressing. It's going all the way to the top. All right. Is that true, Merd? Just one? Let's make right less sensitive and up more sensitive. All right, so right less sensitive. And up more sensitive. Okay. And left, let's just leave left alone. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I want to see some merge streams, some more merge streams. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, which webcam is that? I mean, honestly, it doesn't take much to beat the Logitech ones. They're kind of ass. I have 2 of them, and I hate it. Maybe I should buy a Canadian one. Canuck Cam. Huh? Check them out. There's my left. Well, the good news is that up is feeling pretty good. Just left and right are still weird. Not lifting my foot enough, but I don't really want to change how I play. Like, kind of like how I play. I want to be able to go back to this one. I just want that to be more like this. Oh, thanks, Dustin. Yeah, that's what I did like yesterday. I actually brought them up, and the panel height is the same as... And so the panel height is like pretty much the same. Like, I measured it with business cards, and I'm pretty confident that the panel height is like very close. But I'm just wondering about like FSRs versus like an arcade sensor. Like, when you take your foot off of an arcade sensor, like there's a lot of like, you know, flexible shit going on. And I wonder if like by taking your foot off, it kind of like registers that you're, like it's easier to register your foot coming off than it is like an FSR, which is like, you know, I might actually have to take my whole foot off. Versus like this, I'm kind of like just taking pressure off for a second, you know? Is that dumb that they would work differently? I mean, they're both kind of like, I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know. My form works on this pad. I'm going to try to make left and right less sensitive. Let's just see where that gets us. So I'm going to take 10... Now, so this is what sucks. I'm running out of room here. Alright, so let me do 10 on this one. And then we'll do 10 on this one. You know what? Maybe I should do more. I'll bring this one, I'll do 20 on the left one. Alright. So now, I might change it a little bit. Oh, hey Nick. This is it's a DDR pad with an Arduino and FSRs. So, yeah, I'm trying to get it working. I will hopefully make a video soon explaining what I did to build it, but there's a lot of like guides and GitHubs explaining how to do it. It's not too complicated. The only complicated part of mine is the lights, but even that's not that complicated. They you know, Fiona, they don't go down that much, but it is like there is a little bit more bounce than these. Because, you know, the thing is, I didn't use an L bracket on these, so like if you think about the panel, right? The panel's like this big. Where the fuck are you guys? You're over here. The panel is like a big square, right? And then underneath it, you have an L bracket, like one point, and it's gonna like kind of flex over that pivot in the middle. So that's kind of what I feel. Is like when I press on the corners of my ITG pad, I can feel a little bit of that flex. It's not a lot, you know. You might not even notice it, but it's, you know, there's a little bit of bounce there. And then these, they rest directly like on the frame. So there's nothing there. It's all flat underneath. There's no L bracket. So, you know, there's no bounce. So maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, LTECs are, they're cool. Yes, someday if you want to move away from those metal contact sensors, you could do the same thing to your LTEC. You could put FSRs in it, and then you can control the sensitivity using like this stuff. But you know, you don't have to do that now, but someday in the future, if you want to, you can do that. other people with LTEX have done that. Just tilting my monitor. Oh god, I love this chart. It's so good. It's definitely getting worse as I get more tired. It just feels like it works fine. It just feels like my form has to be a little bit tighter than that one. I could just like get tired and start to mess up, and then I just get it back. And this one's like, if you get tired, it's like tons of misses, you know? It's tough.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
What? I mean, if you're not tired,
Brave, close the day.
if you're right on the money, you know, it's good.
It's the dying of the light.
least I can pass 14s on it. That's all that matters, right? Oh, wow. Wow, look at Wright. What the hell, man? I thought me and Wright were bros. Betrayed. You know what's weird? When we started, I don't think the standing pressure of it was as high as it is now. I wonder if it's like stuck. Yeah, it just dropped down. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know why, but the look at the delay now. It just kind of like builds up a delay. And I can fix it. I just have to kill this thing every time. Like in between each song, I'll just like do this. Now it's like nice and quick. I'm gonna try to make them both less sensitive again. So okay, it's 10 on both. Still, I think it's still too sensitive. Okay. was messing with it last time. It's at 50 right now. I think I had it at like 30 and then 40 and then put it on 50. But I don't know if I noticed anything. Yeah, see, left and right are my problem. Hey Annie, I'm streaming. Jeez. Yeah, you're gonna have to find that. You sure you brought it to the store? How do you know?
Because I put it in my pocket.
Did you use it?
I didn't want to bring my bag, and I put it in my pocket, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose this. And yeah.
Were you in your car or outside?
In the store. I put my phone in my pocket with the card.
Yeah.
So then I realized it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose my ID or something. But I didn't check. I checked only when I paid.
But are you sure you had it in the store?
Yes.
You are?
It's not in the car. It's not in my bag.
Yeah. Well, I would just call like for the next 3 days and see if they find it. You know, someone brings it.
They could care less. Last time that I lost the key there, it was a way better service. But
Well, yeah, you can.
they didn't even tell the employees or something, you know.
Sucks. Did you leave your number or something?
Yeah. If they don't lose that.
Yeah.
I was almost going back to look underneath the shelf,
Yeah.
but maybe I can go there tomorrow.
Sure. Or yeah, maybe just look on the RMV and see how to like get a new one. Probably want that before we travel. I don't know. If need it for
Oh, of
something.
course, but I don't want to do it, but we need it.
Two people
I
are
need
saying
it.
hi to.
I need for driving because I drive every single day to work from home.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious too. Yeah. Why don't you just Google maybe they can like give you a temporary license quickly or something. I mean, it's gotta be something they can do.
Well, I just have to go to the speed limit so the police will not stop me.
Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna do some slower stuff instead of just frustrating myself the whole time. What is that song called? Dude, I can never remember this song's name. Oh, fuck. Fuck! What is it called? $30 bounce, you think? Dude, what is this song called? What the fuck? Alright, what the fuck, man? Does anyone remember what that song is called? It's like, it's a coup chart, and it has like, it's a hard bass song, but it has like chip tunes in it, and It was in one of the like the .5 ones. I give up. I gotta organize my shit better. I thought it was 8.5, but I just looked in there. I didn't see it. I would recognize the name if I saw the name. See, like, now I gotta look to my Discord, because I messaged Koo after I played that, and I was like, oh, that was really good, man. And... Era Ravia in 8.5. Do I not have 8.5? Yeah. I don't have 8.5. What the fuck? Wow. How did I fuck that up? Alright. It is good. Sure, yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, you have it now? Yeah. I can actually add, like, songs in, like, easily. Maybe I'll add in 8.5, too. The only thing that sucks about my new setup is, like, the 32-inch screen, like, a foot away from my face when I'm, like, using it not for gaming. Alright. Hit me up with the veganism pack. Yeah, I actually deleted 8.5. I have to, like, re-download it. Okay. Let's download Yetzi's virus. Nice. Discord wants to update. Awesome. You go, Discord. You do you. I'll just wait. It's okay. Okay, yeah, I got it. Fuck you, Discord. This as a zip or something. I think that takes forever though. I'll try it, but have you ever tried to zip anything on Google Drive when you download it? It's zipping. There better be a 14 to little bitty in here. Well, it's like they don't let you start the download until they're done zipping it. So it's still zipping. There we go. Okay. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Hey guys, did I get raided? Is that what happened? Oh, hey. Hey guys. Thanks, Etienne. Sorry I'm being a boomer right now and installing songs. But I will be done in a second. Holy shit, 57 viewers? Oh my god. Jeez. Gonna get stage fright here. Alright. Close that. Reload it. Are the FSR still working? Nice. Okay. And there it is. Okay. We're good. Just in time for all the viewers to leave. No. What was that? like I'm in an aquarium or something. This is like underwater music. I like the chart. Like the little breakdown section here is cool. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm very curious what you guys are saying. I need the TTS thing. Song, huh? doorbell. Jesus. Oh man, that was fun. It's like 140 BPM stuff is like pretty nice on my pad. I'm just gonna play 140 from now on. I'm a 140 player. That was a good chart though. I thought that was like perfect. Real nice. I think that means up is... They all seem too sensitive, huh? I'm going to take some sensitivity away. Good, man. Oh, hell yeah! Dude, I love little people. I don't think I can pass this, but that's dope, man. This is like one of like the 5 albums I've ever bought in my life. Huh?
I'm leaving.
Okay, have a good time. You gotta look up that Little People mix, the mixtape Sweetness and Decency. It's really good too. It's just a free download. You should step that, man. That would be sick. That would be an awesome marathon. surprised I passed that. Ah, that was cool. A lot of decents, huh? Whew. I'm going even less sensitive. Running out of space.
I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement. I walk the block with a halo and a stick.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I'll try, but I don't think I can pass this. The faster the BPM, like the more I'm like getting misses. What's up, Kieran? It's nice that there's some little breaks. Appreciate that. My timing is like all fucked up. VR bar is hilarious. It's so bad. Yeah, it's all misses, man. Yeah, sure. How's it going, Andy? Dude, Yahtzee, your music selection is on point. What's up, Paperboy? That sounds good. I like that idea. Interesting. Alright, I think it's pretty apparent that... Alright, here's what I think is going on. I think this is just way more sensitive than I'm used to. That's what I think. And I think like my body is trying to compensate in weird ways. And if you guys see on that sensor readout, the black lines, those are my thresholds. They're like almost at the top, you know? So I don't have that much room to make it less sensitive. I mean, I have like another, 60 points or something. But I think this is pretty clear that I need to change my resistors so that like pretty much like all of those orange values that are there just from the panels are like way lower. And then that curve will be like less sensitive. So I'm going to do that. Maybe tomorrow, this weekend, I'll change out the resistors. You know what I'd like to do for this pad? I don't know if you guys can... Oh, you can't see it. That sucks. Well, I could kind of fuck up my whole thing here and show you guys. Yeah, why not? Let's fuck it up. Alright, you're coming with me, everybody. So, alright, this is a vertical thing. So, that's my pad. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. But yeah, that's the pad. And I can't go too far with this. Let me put this down here. Alright. On this side, you guys can see this, but there's a button. And that's how I control the lights. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my wiring a little bit. So I will, I can like, this is just like a plastic plate that I made to hold the button. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put a tiny little like cut piece of a breadboard here, and then I'll have the resistors going like on the outside of this piece. And then if I ever have to change the resistors, I won't have to open up the this panel. I can just like, take them out, plug them back in. Maybe I'll figure out a way of like, insulating it with a little box or something, but I think that would be a good idea to make it easier to do what I'm going to do. Yeah. Nice story, Dom. Just tell it again. Does anyone know how to make it like play the preview music and then stop playing the music like after one iteration of it? Because that would be pretty cool. I know Digital Dance does that, but it'd be cool if I could do it with Simply Love. Yeah. too. God, look at left, man. Oh, man. You should put the background video for this. That would be sick. Made it. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Yeah, down's great. Man, it'd be pretty sick to have like an algorithm that like ran in the background and was like, oh, we analyzed your steps and, you know, 90% of the misses on your left were followed by an up arrow with your other foot, and therefore, you're screwing up when you're going this way, or, we have detected that your debounce setting would be, if it was set at this, you would have got an extra 2%. I don't know, something like that, that was like, just run the numbers 3 ways and like figure out like what the oddity is, Because like if you took me playing this, like if you had data from it being played like 100 times on a good pad, then you had me play it on this crappy pad, there's probably something that's like a weird pattern, That's cool. Yeah, dude, it seems like a solid pack.
I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement. I walked the block with a
that's actually too many songs, man. Just cut it in half. Make 2 packs.
I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement. I walk the block with a halo and a stick, poking your patience. Y'all catch a 30-second flash visual. Dirty cooperative, then platoon, plume entrance, split ridiculous. Bad in the splicing of first generation. Fuck up what trickle down any hero smack. I paced my game for 0-hour completion, green slash. Through them early retirement, pick a dream. American nightmare hogging the screen. The door open so you can stumble in and you stop following me round the jungle gym. And I spell it with the H I stole from heritage. Merit crunch, stole the wretched refuse of my teaming residence. I promise. Tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the creed accent's responsive, but my sports towards the wattage. And I'm sleeping now. Yeah, the settler's live. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with death and ties. Won't be laughing. Hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot him and forgot him. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never.
Wow. I didn't know he had that many.
Put one up a shackle me, not clean logic, procreate.
That's gonna get me DMCA. Going, man. Having a Yahtzee day. Oh, see how delayed the UI got? It's just weird. It's weird. It just gets like that sometimes. This reminds me of that song from African Coast Stamina. Is it the Zulu dance or whatever? Take that background video and put it on this.
They speak visions from their own minds.
part was either weird or I missed it. I think this song is giving me a contact high. Let's see what the lucky winner is. I'm guessing left. Nice. So, like, over the course of this set, I've moved my left sensitivity threshold by, like, I don't know, like 60 or 70 points or something. And it still appears to be too sensitive. So, I'm definitely going to do that resistor thing. And Yeah, I want to make it so it's easier to swap them in the future too. I think that's a good idea. But I mean, honestly, it's a lot of fun with just like stuff that's like 140 BPM and lower. Like if I was playing like my max was 14s, this pad would be like I'd be done. I'd be like, oh, I built the perfect pad. Well, like close to it, you know, like. But it's weird, like having that wall there. That's like anytime I have to speed up and go faster, it's just like my body's like, oh, okay, like I'm ready to go. You know, I'm making the movements. I'm ready to like pass this whole song and play the whole thing, put the effort in, and it's just like fails after 10 measures. You know. So that kind of sucks. But it makes me like remember how it was like to be like a noob at this game. You know, like if I didn't know that like I can play harder stuff than that, I would be like, oh man, I kind of suck at this game. I can't do 15s, you know. But it's like, no, I know I can. I just have to use this pad. But if you're a noob, you don't know that. You just have whatever shitty pad you have, and you're like, oh, I can only do 12s. But it's like, what if you could do higher? You just don't know, you know. Really makes you thunk, huh? Oh, dude, I did. I have like 1,200 resistors. I'm good to go. I got whatever you need, bro. It's like the cost to buy like a 25 pack of like 330 ohm resistors was like, it was like $7 shipped, the cheapest I could find for 25 resistors, and then for like $11 shipped, they sent me 1,200 resistors of like, you know, 25 of each in like a nice little case. So I was just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have 1,000 resistors. Shit like that though is like what I wish our community like, you know, helped each other with. You know, it's like I bought all these fucking resistors. I don't need them. You know, like if somebody needs some resistors, I'll put them in an envelope and send them to you. And like I had to buy all this weird stuff like crimp connectors because I made little connectors for all my wires. Like that was like an investment and like a tool that I don't fucking need anymore. You know, so it would be cool if somebody like could just like, I know Brittany's doing her thing for load cells or whatever. I wish somebody would do like, here's the open source pad, like, you know, my version of it that uses a TNC and FSRs, and like here's the plans for it, and then people in the community could be like, oh, I'll sell you a wiring harness, you know, like boom, you just perfect length for a DDR pad, connectors on the end. Another person's like, oh, I'll sell you a proto board with a teensy solder to it, and like that's ready to have like, you know, connectors to plug in from the sensors and lights. You know, if there was like some common thing, then different people could be like, oh, I've already bought a, you know, I have like 8 breadboards. I don't only fucking need one. You know, they were cheap in a big pack, so I don't know. I'm just rambling, but there was a lot of stuff I had to buy that I needed like a very small amount of it, and now I'm like stuck with a shitload of it, which is cool. If I needed to do another one of these, I would I'd bang it out, you know. As dumb as it is, I was actually thinking like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have another one that was like arcade sensors, but like as a single pad, you know, and without like messing with this whole setup here. So now I kind of want another pad to have like arcade sensors. So I'd have a single FSR, single arcade sensors, you know, that would work with a standalone setup like this, and then the Dedicab is just like stock, you know, the ITG experience. Yeah, no, it's exactly like Reflex. It's just for an FSR Arduino setup. Reflex is this load cell crazy system with like this, every panel has an array, a matrix array of lights and stuff. It's all cool. It's great stuff. I don't know if that's what I want. You know, I heard low cells are cool, but I think FSRs are really cool, and they're $4, and you don't need a crazy PCB thing to. You know what I'm saying? Like I sent this pad. All right, I bought 2 pads, right? A whole pad, DDR pad machine, from a local arcade. I took one side of it, and I sent it to Sidro, and then I built my side to be this pad. What I'm saying is, like, if things had worked differently, I could have kept the second pad here, built both of them at the same time for not that much extra effort or money at all, really. And then I could have just shipped Sidro a fully, like, working pad with lights. So, you know, that's not always practical. It wasn't even practical in this case because, you know, he wanted it sooner and stuff, and I didn't really want to do it. I didn't know if I could do it. But all I'm saying is that, like, if there was, like, a common setup for FSRs that was, like, written down, like, this is the setup, then people could make, like, you know, I could make wiring harnesses for that setup or something, you know. Oh, if you want lights and FSRs, Dom will sell you a whole wiring thing for all that with MOSFETs and whatever you need for, like, you know, $20 or something, you know, and then everyone could do a piece of that, and it would be a lot easier, and people would have less custom things, and, you know, be better solution overall. And it wouldn't use load cells, and it wouldn't take 3 years to come out. Well, it's good that they're cheap there too. It sucks that, like, for the Canadians, it seems like they pay a lot more for FSRs, and some of the other Europeans too. I think Nitty's paid a lot for his. Yeah, I'm actually using a weird FSR. I'm using the 200 millimeter ones. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you need something, I will ship it to you if you want. I mean, I have, honestly, I think I might have 4 extra FSRs of, like, each size. So, I mean, if you wanted those, I could just throw them in the mail for you or something. I mean, what sucks, I mean, even for me, it's $10 shipping, no matter the size of the order. So it's like, when I bought them, I was like, I really want to buy more, because the shipping is the cost of, like, 2.5 FSRs. So it's like, I don't want to. I ended up buying twice. I bought 2 small orders instead of 1 big one, because I changed the size of it. But so yeah, we should do, like, a group buy or something. You know, get the price down cheap, and then just, like, ship them out. Honestly, I bet they even lower the cost, you know? I really like the SMX FSR. I think it's the exact same FSR I'm using, but the contacts come out the middle instead of coming out the end. So I think that's pretty cool. That's a good design. $10 to Spain? That's awesome. That's a deal, man. Oh, it's $100? Oh, that is not a deal. That's a waste of money. Like, I think if I went to, like, the post office and I was like, what's the, you know, standard size box for, like, a pound to Spain, it would probably be like $15 or something. You know, so yeah, group buys are totally a thing we should do. I mean, I think FSRs are, like, maybe I should just do that. You know, I mean, FSRs, like, are in demand enough that I think people would want them. And they take a long time to ship out of that place, the Interlink place. So if I just bought, like, you know, I don't know, like $300 worth of FSRs and different styles and stuff, and then I could just, like, sell them to people in the group and just, you know, ship them out next day and for, like, cheap. Maybe I'll do that. Or maybe not, because I don't want to deal with it. I don't know. We'll see. That's sick, man. Dude, I wanted to do a 9-panel one. I think that would be awesome. I would actually, like, not like memeing or anything. I would play Rhythm Horizon. I would try that out. But you know what I would need? I just need switch frames. I need the frame that the panel, the brackets screws into. If I can just get 5 of those, then I'm done. You know, that's a 9-panel pad, easy. But that part, I don't know where to get that. Out of all the parts that you can buy, I think the switch frames are a weird part that you can't really buy new. So you have to take them out of another pad. And like 5 is a weird number because you have to take apart 2 pads to get to 9. Murd, are you saying that they're 3D printed ones, or is somebody actually selling pump center frames? Because on a pump pad, there's only 2 that work. You know what I mean? So that's even harder. But if someone sells new ones, like if you can buy like a brand new pump center frame, then I mean, if I could just buy 5 of those, then boom. That makes me really want another DDR pad, you know? Murd, if you have any idea where to buy those, I would be very interested. That's very cool, Fiona. I think that's a good like last resort. I mean, for me, I'm not like a 3D printer guy, but I'm sure I could pay somebody to print them, and they'd probably work okay. I don't know how they work with like the threading though. Maybe put a nut underneath when you screw them in. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do it with this pad. I definitely want a 4-panel FSR pad, but I think, to my wife's chagrin, I think I will actually start looking around, see if I can find another DDR machine. I kind of wish I kept both sides and I didn't sell that one to Sidro, but I'm glad that he has one now because maybe he can stop bitching about his SMX and play the game. He can start complaining about FSRs now. Oh, that's great. I'll check it out. I'm not as excited about it. I would pay the money for buying real ones. Not to mention, it would be pretty sick to have some spare frames because, if you ever like fucked up on countersinking and you countersynced too much and went into the threads, and there wasn't anything left, which is what happens sometimes when you countersync, having a spare one would be pretty awesome. But that is good to know that you can print something. Pondering how many DDR pads I can fit in here. Oh, you're talking about bracketless frames. You know, I'm not a huge fan of bracketless stuff, to be honest. I don't like square panels. And I like brackets. I don't know what to say. I like them. Oh, dude, those solo pads he has. No, I'm not thinking of. I'm not talking about Jesse. I was talking about the other guy. What's his name? Ryan? No, I forget his name. The guy who just bought the solo pads. I want to be like him. Yeah, that would be bomb. Yes, I want to go full Stetson. Those solo pads. How did he even find 2 solo pads like in one purchase? That is like sick. They look actually like perfect for FSRs. You know, that just seems like the perfect pad for an FSR project. Plus, like, there's those lighting things on the side, which is just like begging to have, like, you know, Arduino controlled lights in them. Oh man, Yeah, I wish I had one of those. That would be sick. It's gonna be tough, you know, a couple years from now when like you can't. It's like really impossible to find these things. I mean, DDR is getting pretty old. And as sad as it is, I think like a lot of them are gonna like get sold now because of COVID. I think a lot of arcades are actually going out of business. Like bowling alleys, arcades, they just are like doing terrible right now, and it's been so long that I think they're just like ready to just sell off everything and get out of the business and just be like, oh, I'm gonna not do this anymore, do something else. So, you know, I think that means that, you know, the time of being able to like get a nice deal on an arcade is like, arcade machine is probably close to being over. You know, I want to make a video on the differences between an ITG pad and a DDR pad. It's pretty interesting seeing them side by side. Like, I didn't know that all the parts were compatible. They all are. Like, even the bar. Like, everything is an exact replica. But on the Dedicab, it's just, like, a little bit better. You know? It's the same part, but there's something about, like, the quality of metal and, like, how polished it is. Even the like I'll take a picture of like my brackets on either pad, and you'll see like the DDR ones looks like, you know, it looks ugly, but like the Dedicab one is like a nice quality like stainless steel or something there, you know. It's fun. I knew they were similar. I just didn't know they like completely ripped off their pad design. So much so that all the parts can just be swapped. Yeah, I mean, my brackets are so smooth that on my DDR pad that like I can, you know, I'm rubbing my foot over the middle of the brackets right now. It doesn't even like pick anything off my socks or anything. I think at one point I took like some very fine sandpaper and I just like took off the corners a little bit, but nothing drastic. But yeah, I mean everything is just like slightly higher quality on the ITG pads. So I mean, gotta hand it to Andamiro, man. They make a good pad. Yeah. It's just sad that like something as simple as what this is, like nobody's really making it, and the closest thing we have is SMX for $2,000. It's like, dude, it's a pretty simple thing, you know. If you could just buy frames, like if someone like manufactured like those frames and you could just buy them and then just like figure everything else out yourself, like that would be like huge. Everyone would have like a high quality pad pretty much. You gotta like use arcade sensors in an SMX. That's the true cursed setup right there. Yeah, I gotta work on that video. Talking about my pad. Yeah. Honestly, I think the problem with SMX is that the type of like what I'm going through right now doesn't have a solution on SMX. It's like you're really like doing weird shit to get your pad to behave the way you want it for only for stamina. Like I was told by Daniel, he's like, dude, you gotta like unbolt the screws and like just have it like flapping around. It's the only way to get it sensitive enough, and constantly have to worrying about the auto calibration and things. It's just, this is like something I control myself. So there's a problem, and I need to work to fix it. There's a path there, you know, but there just was no path for SMX, and that kind of sucks. But as much as we bitch about SMX and like the problems it has for stamina, there's a whole like huge amount of people who don't have those problems. They never run into it. They love SMX. I love this pad. This pad is perfect for anything 13 and below. You know, I'm just getting good scores. It's only when I want to like go back to like my very tuned, like comfortable stamina form, where I like want to get through a long song and not have a bunch of misses. But, you know, I'm like sliding around and like I know exactly where I want, you know, the trigger to happen. That's like, you know, that's what you can't get with SMX. And, you know, it's true. We're like the minority of dance gamers, you know, stamina people, I think. All right, guys. I'm going to go shower. But thanks for hanging out. It was cool getting raided by Etienne today. But yeah, my next to-dos are change the resistors out. I'm going to try to move the resistors to the outside of the pad so it's easier for me to make that swap in the future. And hopefully less sensitive panels will help me get to the next level here. I will, Merd. Let me see if... How many streamers or viewers do I have? Should I raid somebody? Yeah, let me raid somebody. Ooh, somebody's doing a lunch stream. What does that mean? Let's go check this guy out. I was thinking about moving my mic over here, by the way. So now I can actually talk to you guys without facing away from the camera. Alright, I figured it out. Alright guys, take care. What's that? Hey, Dom, ITG.